What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live. And today is Tuesday. And you know what I want to do today for you? I want to do something today for you. Let me see. I want to do something today for you. Give me 1 second. Can I have just 1 second? I know y'all gonna think, let me see. I'm gonna pour some out. I'm gonna pour some out for you. And well, let's. Oh, I no. I remember this.
She has work back in the U.S. starting on Monday. She works for Morgan Stanley, and hey, come on now. She works for Morgan Stanley, so if any of y'all have some connects and get her a couple extra days off so she can, we can keep this rolling, that'd be great. Yeah, you got the week off or what? Shout out Morgan Stanley.
Ask and you shall receive. A little more PTO coming off the holiday.
She has work back in the U.S. starting on Monday. She works for Morgan Stanley, and hey, come on now.
I meant to play that for y'all last week during the Wimbledon. That was Ben Sheldon and talking about his sister and got her a chance. She got off. But welcome to the Chop Shop, y'all. I had everything set up, but I forgot one device. And I said, let me go get that device. I tell you what, I just didn't want to play that. I left one of my devices, and I have to have everything set in the right place at the right time and everything. But what's up, everybody? Shout out to Daryl Anderson, Brian Weefall, Thaddeus Moody. Who else we got? We got Brad Kimball. We got Ivan Pettit Jr. Hold up, y'all. I haven't had a chance to share the show yet because I was busy running back and forth. Let me see. Let me share this show manually, just like I asked y'all to do. I'm going to go to my personal Facebook right here, and I'm sharing the show. Then I go to my groups. I guess I'm a member of a couple of groups, and I share the groups there, share it to the groups there. And then I go over to YouTube, go over to YouTube. Guess what I do? I share it there. Yeah, go on to YouTube. Then I go to my group. It came out. I share it there. So that's what I'm doing. I see you out there. Share the show. Let me go to Twitter and share it there. And I think I've shared it everywhere. But let me tell you something. I love it's Great Tuesday. It's so much stuff I need to talk to y'all about. Y'all got to realize I didn't plan on Jimmy being there the whole show yesterday. And usually I have a chance to talk to y'all about some stuff. Is the Peach Jam is going on. I got a young man, Gary Carter, is down there. I want to wait till some more people get on, cause he gonna be reporting to me, telling me what's going on at the Peach Jam. He's down there working on behalf, from Houston. I don't know who else is down there. Extra Eyes Media is down there, shooting things. And I guess, as a matter of fact, Extra Eyes Media shoot things for all over the country. But he based here, Gary Carter, in Houston. I'll never forget this young man, y'all, Brian Boatwright. I never forget, man, how some of these programs in Houston, they just didn't treat him right, to me. And I don't know, I wasn't part of the negotiations, but I know the kid had a heart for wanting to do this stuff, and couple. I ain't gonna call their names. They just didn't treat him right. And one time he went down there, man. He got there late because his plane was late. He kept knocking on the door of the Airbnb. Shit, he had to sleep outside on the porch because nobody opened the door. A house full of damn people, nobody opened the door. And but the young fella kept grinding. He went down there on his own dime. He went down, and and he kept grinding, and now y'all, he's a viable part of this video extra eyes media. The baller plug, Gary Carter, he just I just love the way he work. You know, some people you just like their work, and you like to see young people grind, and young people, you know, and he ain't, and he does stuff like with a purpose. He don't do it. He ain't doing a lot of stuff. You gotta pay me this. You gotta pay me this. He ain't no. He ain't crumbing everybody. You follow me? Just a young man out here. I mean, I never forget one. Hey, Margarita. I remember one program had wanted him to do their stuff, and he gave them what he need and gave him the stuff that he need. They said okay, and next thing you know, they go hire somebody else, and people don't understand. You know, I just watch certain things in this summer basketball community, man. We already got guys qualified to do quality work out of here, but you rather go hire somebody else that it's Rod Wells. I'm gonna keep preaching this, Margarita, and until the cows come home. Margarita, you know what? I ain't seen your name. And I never seen your name. Are you new to the Chop Shop? And how did you hear about the Chop Shop? I like to welcome new people on the Chop Shop. I'm the conductor today. Y'all are the most important things out here. I'm just the conductor. I'm the conduit. And you important. When I see a name that I haven't seen up there before, I wanna I want to shout you out. How did you find out about the Chop Shop? I see everybody else. I see you, Rod Wells. I see you, D. Holcomb. I see you, Big Coach. Big Coach. I see the Big Doug. I don't see you, but I see you over here. But I don't see you over here. So, but Margarita, I'm serious. I really want to know how did you find out about the show? I'm curious. I want to know who I need to thank. I mean, I'm serious. I just really want to know who I need to thank, man, because for you to take out your time, Byron Rim is back on earlier today. I guess you waiting on Jimmy to talk about about your team again. uh, I had no idea that stuff was going on, so we had to wait on him to talk about that. But Gary Carter is down in the Peach Jam right now, and Houston, we got a few teams down there too. I guess Margarita, you don't want to let people know. I was just trying to, but shout out to them, Gary. I'm gonna try to bring Gary on a little bit so he can let us know about what's going on. I'm gonna text him in a minute and see what my main man is in the building. My main man is in the building. My dude is in the building. When my dude in the building, I know when he ain't watching the shows, he must be doing something else that he can't. But when he's in the building, and I'm glad he's in the building, man, and because I want to talk about some stuff I saw and some things that's in the summer league that I saw. I want to talk about some stuff about us who I saw. Didn't have a chance. We just talked about high school basketball yesterday, and I hope y'all got all y'all could out of high school basketball yesterday, and I hope we can. And like I said, we've been talking about a lot of this stuff about summer basketball and grassroots basketball for years. And we've been trying to offer solutions for years. And people making the same mistakes over and over. Y'all got some programs out here. I wouldn't let somebody I do not like play in this program. But people constantly support the program. People constantly do kids go. I don't understand. I talked to a parent the other day, and I said, "It's y'all fault because y'all kept doing it." So I don't blame the people. I do blame them because you're in a position of leadership. I'm in a position of leadership. Dirk Minifield in a position of leadership. We got a responsibility, man. We got a responsibility as being leaders. We need to be sharing this show right now. We need to be sharing. We got a responsibility I got some things. Somebody gave me some bad information yesterday. That's why I called people myself. Jay-Z did perform with Beyonce again last night. Somebody talking about he wasn't gonna do it one night. Yes, he did. I saw that. Let me see. You know what? I was thinking about. I was watching Summer League last night. Dirk stay here. I was watching Summer League. You know, imagine being a million. Excuse me, Margarita. Imagine being a billionaire, waking up with your wife and telling your daughter, "We're gonna go watch your brother play today." To watch him drop 17, 5, and 5, while your other son is training at one of the best Division I basketball schools in the country. This might be peak life history. Let me repeat that, because some of y'all didn't get it. No, I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you, baby. I'm glad people shed light on you, man. For you to be you in this summer basketball community, man, that's dude, it's a blessing. But I don't see you on here much. I don't see you on here much. So it's kind of shocking. But imagine being a billionaire, waking up with your beautiful wife, a black billionaire, waking up to your beautiful black wife and telling your daughter, "We're going to go watch your brother play basketball today." And to go and watch him, Doug got it. Doug caught it long time ago. And go to watch your son drop 17, 5, and 5, while your other son is training at one of the best Division I basketball schools in the country. I kind of like that. And thank you, ESPN. Thank you for getting rid of, long time ago, RG3. But now you got rid of Emmanuel Archo and Joy Taylor. Yes, ESPN, you got it going on. You got it going on. And I want to go here. I got so many places to go, but I got this. Gosh. So many places I want to go. And I got to go here. Because I want to go here before we get into all this sports stuff. Because this here gonna teach us how to move in this summer basketball. The ones that want to move. Now, all you old heads, I promise y'all, I said, if I had a place to take all of you people who've been in this summer basketball and just go and throw all y'all somewhere else, I'd do it. Because the reason it's this bad now is because we gave y'all the credit when it was going good. So if it ain't going good, then we got to give you the blame. See, everybody want the credit, but nobody going. But somebody asked me the other day, because last week, I was talking about Barcon Target, and somebody I got Robert, why Target? And y'all gonna learn something. Byron, you're gonna learn something. This gonna help you in summer basketball. Byron, Dirk Minfield, this gonna help you in your thing you're doing out there on the other side of town. And when you go talk to these players with the in NBA PA, Doug Smith, it's something for you. Y'all need to share this show. I got something for everybody. Rod Wells is something for you. Margarita Peterson, I got something for you. You probably ain't never heard this before. Brandon Wheatfall, I got something for you. Jermaine Leffridge is one of the greatest women on the planet. Just popped out. Hold up, y'all. So many places you want to go, but not to the golf course. See, she always talking stuff. Hey, this is probably one of the best women golfers I've encountered and played. I beat the brakes off her. Now let's get this straight. I whooped her so bad, y'all. This is what I love about her. She got the greatest family known to man. Yeah, she got the greatest family in the world. Jermaine, just one of the greatest. Hold up, she's Googleable. Hold up, I don't even have to tell you about her. She's Googleable. But I went up there to play her on her own course. She came down here to Houston, played on here in Houston. You know, I sent her back to D.C., you know, crying. But I get on our own course. We get out there, and something, she warming up, and, and, and she, hold up, y'all got to hear this now. She get to warming up. Then she couldn't find her ring, her wedding ring. Yo, the woman thinking about playing against Robert Hatter so bad. And what this woman I'm gonna give her, she misplaced her wedding ring. We looked all over the golf course, all everywhere. And later on, she found it later on. I don't know how many days after, in her golf bag. But that's the effect that I have on certain people when I show up to play golf. They be like, that's how they do it. When Tiger used to go, you know, everybody else, they play with each other. Oh, hey, how y'all doing? When Tiger pull up, Derek Minfield, you know how Tiger pull up, everybody, there he is. That's what Jermaine did. But Jermaine, stay there, because you know stuff, you know a lot about what I'm about to get ready to say. But somebody asked me, why Target? Because I told them I ain't been in Target. I'm not going to Target. I got a Target bag. I'm just ain't playing around. They said, why not another corporation? I said, good question. Good question. And I just told them it don't matter the company. The only thing that matters is our ability to stand steadfast. And I'm sure. She said, can I call in? Yes, call my telephone number. You got my number? But watch this. Watch this. You know you can call in. Let me make sure. Hold up. Let me make sure if you done got a new number. Hold up. Wait a minute. I got Doug's number. I got your husband's number. I can't call my number out on the air. But Doug got my number. Get it from your husband. Get it from your husband. Then you just call in. I'll let you talk. But hold up, y'all. Hold up. Don't go nowhere. I got something for y'all. Because I was thinking about it. You know, people like Robert, why Target? Why Target? Y'all, Target made some promises to this community after George Floyd's death. Target, I think one of their bases is up in Minnesota. It made some promises. But let me keep going. And I'm sure there's some things on the table. But, and I know some of the new, okay. Text it to me. Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna just tell Doug. I got your husband. Let me text him. Text Doug. Doug, hit me. Give your wife text your wife my number. Text your wife my number. All right, there we go. I just did it. I just said. All right. So, but what? You know, I told y'all a few months ago what they was asking for from Target, the things that the boycott Target was asking from Target, and I gave it to you about a week ago, and that's why somebody called me. But as I watch Target throw money at this little kid named Kai Cenat, he's a little internet sensation, multimillionaire who makes his money on the internet. A young man who started out playing video games on the internet. There she is. She calling in. I have got your number. Hold up, watch this. Hold up, y'all. Let me stop this. Hold up, y'all. Yes, ma'am.
Now you're talking about. Now, first of all, you did not beat me. Okay, let's just get that straight first. You didn't beat me. You kept making excuses that you didn't have your club. So, you know this Target, that's my game.
I know.
Right? Okay, so let me just say this.
Okay.
Target has built a lot of Black businesses.
Okay.
Rich Lou Dennis, who owns Essence, owns Shea Moisture, that's where he got his, even though he had been in business for over 20 something years, that's where he got his start. That's where the build really happened for him. The problem with Target, and they do still support, the problem that their CEO, for whatever reason, maybe he had pressure with the board, made that statement that they were pulling back on DEI. There are other accounts that we should have hit before Target.
Okay.
Because they were putting in the work. They put in caps of products. Of course, they benefited from it too.
Right.
Because more customers came into the door. But and I have not been back into Target since the boycott.
Me.
And we have got to, I just came off of the Delta conference, which was absolutely amazing. We turned the city of DC red. And when I tell you, it represented Black excellence, Black power, women respecting one another at another level. I said, hopefully we will remember this when we go to our separate homes. We have the power to change anything. Nothing. We're not doing it. We're not using it.
Okay.
You know, we build other brands. We don't build brands that are we don't support at the level that we should.
Absolutely. And you are a woman. That's why I told them, just Google this lady. Her name is on the screen. Just Google her. You'll know who you're actually listening to on here. I miss y'all so much, but you didn't be Jermaine. Jermaine, don't never let nobody don't let that come out your mouth.
No, I said I know you're getting older and your memory is not as good as it used to be. So I'm going to give you a pass because you made excuses that you did not have your own.
But I beat you with your husband's club. Now, hold up. I beat you with your husband's clubs.
No. Did you beat me in Houston?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what? Okay, but you know what the beauty of things are? When we play again, I'm gonna have a videographer with us.
Hey, you know what? I travel with mines also. But let me tell you something. You got to remember, and I'm finna tell y'all, she's good. I just said she was good, but she got to remember I'm great. Long as you remember that, we good.
Also, you know what? You've got to always teach your kids to think higher themselves. So you got your parents did a great job of that.
Oh yeah, oh yes. I'm selfish.
But no,
I'm selfish.
You are amazing, man. You always had a great spirit. I love who you are as a person. I'm so happy with your podcast. Yeah. You know this stuff. It's golf is questionable. But I'm very, very happy for you. And this is what we have to do. Yeah. We gotta figure out how I can assist in helping more people be a part of your podcast. And you gotta let people call in so they can talk trash right with you.
Okay, I got you. I got that ability. Yeah. I got a call-in number, but the day was special. I just gave you because I'd have it set up today, but you're right. We usually can't call in. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to get back to this show, but let me tell you something. I'm going to call you later because I've been watching you. I've been seeing what you've been doing, and I can tell you how we'll be able to help each other. Tell Doug, tell Brody, tell everybody.
And I want you to know that I met a billionaire Black woman. Her name is Phyllis Newhouse. Look her up. Phyllis Newhouse. She came to me and said she loves my skincare line. And she's like, what can I do to help you? Wow. That's what we need more of.
Phyllis Newhouse. Okay. All right.
Phyllis Newhouse.
I can't wait. I can't
Talk
wait.
About her.
But I'm going to call you later. Then one day I'm going.
Call me later.
No, and one day I want to bring you on with your face and everything on a Women Rock Wednesday because you're a woman that rocks in my life.
I'll come to Houston. I love Houston.
No, you don't have to come to Houston. I'm going to beam you in like Scotty. I I got you. Okay.
Let me know when.
Okay. I'll let you know. All right, bye. Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just so proud to have a woman like that. I told you, Google her. One of the greatest women that I've ever met, and I just can't wait to get back to what I was talking about. She gave y'all some insight, but I can't wait to get back to this. Tamika, yes, happy birthday, Walter Yates, man. You ever. I forgot your birthday was right behind mine. Shout out to Walter Yates, heavenly birthday, man. Thank you, Tamika. He said, yes, document the next one. It's great to see her and love of friends. Yes. Yeah, but let me get, because Gary Carter is live on the ground in at the Peach Jam in Augusta, Georgia. I just want to bring him in for a second. Gary, your car, boy, you got better internet than that. Nope, he doesn't. So guess what, y'all? You know I'm gonna put him. You know I'm gonna put him in jail until you get better internet. Ladies and gentlemen, when I bring you on a guest on this show, make sure you have high quality internet, because this is this software. It's like, I mean, I know y'all done seen ESPN when they bring in Ryan Clark from his house and they get to messing up and all of that. Yeah, we ain't with that. We're gonna try it one more time. If it's not good this time, I'm gonna get him out of the building. Gary, better. What's up, man? What you doing?
Is that better?
Yeah, a lot better. Yeah, better. A lot better. What's going on? Tell me what's happening in Augusta, Georgia at the Peach Jam. Talk to me.
Oh man, got to see some great matchups early this morning. Mostly the 15U variety. Got to see a top 10 kid in the country, Shaylin Shepherd, Oakland Soldiers, gold medal winner, just came back from USA. I'll be able to share that interview with you guys probably later on the day or tomorrow.
How we
But
gonna
just a great
hold up, Gary?
day.
How will they be able to see it?
I'll send it to you so you can play it on the show, and then I'll post it on Twitter
Oh,
and
okay.
Instagram
But give them your
via
Instagram
Extra
and Twitter.
Eyes.
I'm just want. There's some people out here, Gary, that don't know who you are. So we got to pretend people, everybody, we know who you are, but there's some people don't know who you are. Yeah.
Oh, that's not a problem. You can reach us at Extra Eyes Media on Instagram or Twitter. My personal Twitter is Analytical Coach, ANALYTICAL Coach at at Twitter. But we're just trying to flood the streets with good content, to put y'all on some kids that maybe not so local, but just to show y'all what's coming up through the next pipeline. Got to watch JL3 this morning. Saw some of our local kids play well. They didn't quite pull off the victory like they wanted to, but they still competed hard and played well.
Well, Gary, I don't like the connection, and you know we do things excellence on this show. We got to find, whenever you get to where you got a hot spot, because it's messing up. But I'll see you later. Okay, y'all know I can't stand that, and I'm not gonna shortchange you. This is a show of excellence. Thank you for sending me something on Phyllis Newhouse. Thank you, Miss Kessler. Robert, did you talk about Chet and Jalen signing big deals with OKC, both represented by Bill Duffy? No, I did not. I mentioned it. I mentioned that OKC got $800,000 worth of salaries between three guys. I mentioned that, and I want to see how they withered themselves up out of there. And let me help you too, Mr. Houston, Texas. They're represented by WME, right? William Morris Agency. William Morris. I think that Bill Duffy sold his company to them. So I be wanting to let y'all know stuff that's happening. Bill Duffy used to have BDA, Bill Duffy's sports agency, and he sold it to the big company. and he became, you know, they gave him a CEO, you know, all of them titles. Just like Rich Paul, Clutch Sports is owned by a United Talent Agency now. It's all Googleable. And so when you saying they represented by Bill Duffy, yes, technically. You know, I preferred Bill Duffy when he had BDA instead of him being under somebody else. You follow me? I was more proud of it then, Houston, Texas. David, I think that's your name. So sometimes I want y'all to start understanding what's going on. And I just try to take you behind the curtain when people come out here. So Bill Buffy got bosses now. What's his name? Rich Paul, he got bosses now. They don't run their companies anymore. When you sell to these conglomerates, you don't run it like you used to. Okay? All right. Anybody? I'm just helping you out since he mentioned it, and I'm just I'm just helping you out. And guess what? All I really did is gave you a breadcrumb. That's what I just take. You can go Google that and see what happened. But back to Target. Let's get back to Target. Yes. There you go. Now, when he represent Steve Nash, yes, that's when he was BDA. Now he ain't BDA no more. All right. So let me keep going. Because I wanna get this out the way, because this Target stuff is so important. One of the most powerful women in the country, might be in the world. She just stopped by the show. Just but she can hit that golf ball though. But she don't understand what's about to happen to her when I see her. You know, she ain't gonna understand. She ain't gonna understand. But the greatest family, let me tell you something. I just love her whole family. Okay, let's go. So I was thinking about this. Target, we had the Target fast. And I watched Target throw money at Casanet, the young internet sensation I told you. I told you he was a young man who started playing video games on the internet. Target threw money at him to do this elaborate video going into Target with his products and stuff. I played it the other day on TV. On the show. I'm not going to play it again. I don't want to give it no more hits. But I was like, just me looking at them kids in that store talking about Target after they know that it was a Target boycott. And they take their little black butts in there and get to tell me, oh, look at my products. I'm like, they not like us. That song was going through my head because that young man is too young and ignorant to even understand the moment and the time that we're in. Target held back from us because of what Donald Trump and the administration was saying. Then I asked myself, okay, and y'all share this show because I need somebody who's going to talk to me today. Who is following him? Does anybody on this feed is following this kid? Or you have a son or a daughter that's following this kid? Casanet, let me know. I'm nothing against them. I'm just curious. Who is following him? Who is following Casanet among you? I just want to know. I'll wait. Let me give me a little drink right quick. Who is following him? Gary, is you following him? Are your children buying things because of him? Talk to me. Wait a minute. Is this mic working? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Is my mic working? Man, I spent all this money on a mic and it's not working. Mic check. Did anybody hear what I just said? Or y'all can just say, no, I've never heard of him. No, I don't follow him. No, I know somebody who follow. I want to know who follow him. I won't set foot in Target, and I feel for the black employees. Yes. But I'm asking about Casanet right now. Kaisenat. Okay, Dirk said nobody he know. Dirk, watch this, Dirk. Something has become very clear to me that I want to talk about today. Jermaine Leffridge, I'm just thinking about her. Yo, that's a powerful woman that took out her time to watch this show. I keep telling y'all, this show got some of the most brilliant people that watch and look and support this show. Y'all are some of the smartest people I know. I learn from y'all. So let me tell you about this kid, though. Let me talk. It's something I want to talk to you about. I would love to get your view. I want y'all to get your view. See, thank you, Candace. Candace's son know who he is. Candace's son is young though, about what 9 or 10. How old is? I ain't call his name on the show, but how old is he? Your son. But but the notion that somebody, watch this, who have millions of followers, and that's what they call them, followers. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna ever call nobody on this show a follower. Y'all ain't no followers. No. Y'all just listen. Y'all listen. And y'all comment. Y'all got input in this show. Y'all bring y'all bricks and help build this show. Every time I see this little boy, I'm like, why are they looking at him? I saw him at the BET Awards. Because BET said, no, we don't want him. But then Kevin Hart came in and stepped up and said, if I'm the host, I want them on the show. But let me keep going, Travis Lynch. Let me keep going. Why is this guy even around? I looked it up. Y'all listen to this now. Y'all listen. Y'all hear me. He's got 18 million followers on Twitch. I don't have Twitch. He's got another 15.4 million on Instagram. There may be some overlap. He got 6.7 million people follow him on YouTube, according to CNBC. He's worth $14 million. He's 23 years old. I got a question. Is he a leader? Y'all talk to him. I might be talking, because we got kids that's listening to this kid now. Is he a leader? Do you know anybody that follow Castanet? Is he somebody that you would say, he in Target? I got to go back to Target because Castanet is in Target. Is he? It must be okay to go back in Target because Castanet is in Target. Talk to me, somebody. I need your input. Y'all got to help me. It made me think, I know what it is. I say I don't have it. I know what Twitch is. I know what all of them is. I don't have it. Thank you. That man said a leader of what? He got to be leading something. He got 18.3 followers. That's why I said, is he a leader? What is he leading? Big coach? It made me think of Essence Festival, and it seemed like it was a beautiful time. I missed the Essence Festival. I read the letter that Stephanie Mills wrote. She penned an open letter. She took money from Target too, because Target was one of their sponsors. So if they paid her, she took money from Target too. I told y'all a couple of weeks ago about the National Baptist Convention of people taking $300,000 from Target. So tell your people to go back. I'm gonna give you $300,000. You go back and walk in and go back in the store. Tell your people. Why did Target think they could? They tried to. They called out Sharpton. What are they asking for, Target? What are we getting? Y'all, let me be clear. It doesn't matter to me whether it's Target, Amazon, whomever. What matters to me is that we are able to stand on business. Ladies and gentlemen, go look up Jermaine Lethbridge, that name I put up on that screen a minute ago. Write that name down, Google that name. And every product she sells, you need to buy it. I didn't know she was coming on this show today. That's how God works. I had no idea. Herb, that's all right. Herb, when you finish, Herb, when I finish the story here I'm about to tell, I'm telling a story. And when I finish the story, you're going to understand why I use this young man as an example. What matters is to me, Herb, that we stand on business, not the little boy. I personally will never go back in Target. I don't give a damn what they come back with. Because to me, the disrespect is the very notion that we have to have this discussion around DEI. It's disrespectful. The fact that everyone is bending a knee to something that don't even understand it's a problem. You're bending a knee to Trump and you don't understand it's a problem. If we got to if we got to around on something, to turn around on something, you got to stand on business, man. We just got to stand on business sometimes. Jermaine just told you she didn't know what my topic was about. I promise you, she had no idea what my topic was. This topic. I didn't know I was going to talk about this topic. I thought Jimmy was going to be on talk about high school basketball. And anybody that is capitulating in this time and right now, it happens to be Target. I'm good with never going back. And what I can get from Target, I can get from other place else. We can get somewhere else. These products themselves, what do the people who are y'all listening right here, what do y'all care about? Ladies and gentlemen, I never care about numbers on this show. Y'all notice I don't care. I just want y'all to share the show so your friends can get what I'm talking about. This ain't about no numbers for me. Y'all, like Shaq said, RG3, you getting famous because of your podcast. Man, I've been famous. I was a made man before I came on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know. I don't know how many of you are listening right now. I don't go use numbers on this show to go out and make deals for myself, ever. Because this is the way the country is set up. They have guys like Cassinet, who has 14 million followers, and you can take those followers, y'all listening to me, and leverage those followers to get brand deals. They try to leverage this show, they better bring Tamika, Dirk, Ricky Scott, Marcus Carroll, Eric Harrison, Trey Phillips, Thaddeus Moody, Candace Hawkins. They got to bring all y'all with me. David, we got to bring all y'all with me trying to leverage this. Which the young man has done. Target is now paying him. He is catching checks from people because he is telling them, I got 15 million followers. But do you? Because somebody subscribed to your channel, that you a person now? To you guys who just came on, Michael Garcia, Eric Harrison, I'm talking about somebody called me and asked me, why Target, Robert? Why they boycott Target? And I'm showing you the things that Target is doing. I think it's a problem in this country where we have reduced human beings to followers, clicks, and algorithms. So I don't beg y'all to, man, we got to get our numbers up. I don't care about no numbers. I want the right person to hear this. I want another woman who's in chemotherapy to hear this and say, I'm the best 120 minutes of her day listening to us before she go into chemotherapy. That's the people that I'm talking about. That some individual can go and leverage those followers to make money. America is set up crazy right now. I don't have to do that here. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a Nielsen ratings here where I can point to say, this is my impact. That's really never going to be my impact. This is your impact. This is Marcus Carroll's impact. This is Big Coach impact. This is Tamika Withers' impact. This is Dirk Menifee. This is all of our impact. Dirk, somebody called me. Man, it was 1 week. I don't know what happened. They said, let's try Robert Hatter this week. I'm on the golf course. I never forget, I'm on the 7th hole. I had teed off, and I said, okay, I'm answering this phone. What's up, man? Robert Hatter, man, I heard you the man. I need to see. I need you the man down there in Houston and in Memphis, in LA, man. I need to talk to you about this. I said, what you want to talk to me about? I said, when I get off the golf course, I'll call you. Seemed like, I don't know what hole I'm on. Another person called. Then another person called. Dirk, when I sit down on the phone with him in the Zoom, I sit down like this. I was just on the same computer. And they told me what they could do. Robert, you could do this. We could do this. We could do this. Man, this is what you're going to get. I'm going to give you this. You're going to get this. And Dirk, you know what my question was, Big Coach? I think I taped the conversation. I said, I see where it benefits me. But what did it benefit my community? You finna come in here and try to milk some out and push Jimmy aside and push Marcus Sloan aside and push somebody else aside, and y'all gonna come in here and set up shop and using me? I said, player, how is it benefiting them? I see, you told me how it was going to be. When I gave him that, they never called me back. I pick up the phone. I said, Jimmy, you know this dude? He didn't call. He said, yeah, he called me. And some Jimmy's, he's called him, and then, but he tried to go around. Try to do the same thing for my contacts in Memphis. Y'all, sometime we got to stand on something. Now, if they were smart enough, they would have came back. This is how he gonna benefit. This is how Tamika gonna benefit. This is how Big Coach gonna benefit. Then we could talk. These the people, I wouldn't be on this show if it wasn't for them. I'd be somewhere on a beach with my grandson right now. This real talk, I too. Y'all the power, not me. Y'all the listeners. You are the people engaging in this program. That's why I tell you to share it. So your friends can, it's something you like about it and you don't want to share it? Because if I like something, the stuff that, hold up, all this information I'm giving y'all, I've got it somewhere and I liked it so much, I'm sharing it with you. I can keep all of this for just me and my son and my friends and my daughter. Dirt, wait, when we get up, boy, I can't wait to tell you. They had this elaborate scheme. They finna come in here. I said, man, you ain't coming here at Robert Hatters. Got right on the phone, called Jimmy. This is what they trying to do, player. But watch this. Y'all make this, it's something that people may want and people may want to listen to. Y'all make this. Y'all make this, not me. It's you. You are the source. Boom, boom, boom. And the reason I'm pointing this way is, and not right here, I should be, because all of y'all comments are on my screen right here. So if you see me pointing over there, I'm pointing at y'all, but I'm really pointing this way. I'm just the conduit on these airways, but you are the source. So the notion that we have people who charge to make a post about a restaurant, Kim Kardashian, this country is going off the rails. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm in a restaurant, I like your food, and I'm finna tell you, man, pay me for make a post. So everybody on the Chop Shop can go eat there. I want y'all to go eat there anyway. This is not the way, that way is not the way we're supposed to be interacting with one another, y'all. No child should determine what the rest of us like or not. Casanet should not determine what the rest of us like or not. Kim Kardashian should not determine what I wear Skims. All of this, I'm not, no. And as soon as we abdicate that, see, for me, Target is a lot bigger than the DEI disrespect. It's about how we move in this world. Listen, that our dollars matter. Because long after the president is gone, Target are still gonna want my money. But you have already made your decision that at this little bit of time, Target, you were gonna bend the knee. And yes, you are not the most egregious, but right now, you have a target on your back, brother. We got a target on you. That's your logo. And I'm never going back. And what you do is your business. But I'm curious, people can just make deals on your behalf. just because you follow. That's why I don't follow none of these people. That's why I never call y'all ever a follower. Y'all are contributors. Y'all are partners in this thing. Because if I don't see y'all names on this screen, I'm walking out this, I'm telling you, I'm going straight to the golf course somewhere. I'm just curious, y'all. If people can make deals on your behalf and you're not even at the table, leverage your dollars and your eyeballs and your clicks. They are leveraging all of us to make a singular deal for them. How is that even possible? And you are okay with it? And if you're not, what you gonna do about it? Y'all, these companies that walked away from DEI may avoid short-term pressure, but the long-term consequences are real. When you turn your back on communities, people notice. Values aren't just a statement, they are a commitment. And somebody was, the Dirt, you're gonna get this one, Dirt. Y'all, apply this to summer basketball. I've told y'all stories so y'all can apply it to your life. I wasn't talking about Cassinet. I'm talking about what he did. Probably a great young man. He just ain't, he got all this money. Who are you listening to? And somebody said, yes, Target offered Cassinet this deal only to pacify the community to stop standing against them. But I can remember, Dirt, the same thing happened with Derek Fisher during the 2011 lockout. I know some players confronted him in front of the entire executive board, and he did not once look them in the eye. He made a deal with David Stern. But this is an age-old strategy that unfortunately proves to be effective. David Stern got to certain players. They signed that old deal. Players had them on his own run. Y'all, what we got to remember, y'all got to hear me because I can't curse it. We got to find out what Cassinet eats doesn't make us defecate. We used to people selling out for money. We got to figure out a way to work around it. Thank y'all for being so, I'm sorry. I just had to give that to y'all. I had to. I didn't know I was going to have time. I didn't know whether Jimmy was going to be here because I had that for y'all yesterday. But I was thinking about the Summer League, and shout out to LeBron James, shout out to Bronny. Dirk Menifee, I don't know where you was last year. People were tearing my head off because I was supporting Bronny being drafted. I was supporting Bronny. I said, because I never forget Dirk. I went, let me see if I got it up here. Let me see. Can I find something? Let me see, can I find it? Sierra. Oh, here you go. Here we go. Watch this. I got it. Y'all, that was me at Sierra Canyon's basketball game. I'm sitting right there courtside. They took care of me. Shout out to Dion Richardson and her crew. That was Ashton Hardaway who shot that shot. Bronny didn't play that night. He was hurt. But the next, I think the next day or something, I went to see them play against Notre Dame. Notre Dame had Caleb Foster, Dusty Stromer, and another bad kid on the team. And they played against them. And the Bronny made a move to the basket that I didn't know he had, because I haven't, I used to hear people, they talk about him. That's why I like to see people play myself. But he made a move to the basket. And he was so physically advanced than the rest of the players. I said, I came back that Monday. Whenever I came back home, I said, that dude gonna be one of them dudes. And sometimes it takes a long time, y'all. NBA is hard. And man, said Robert Hatter, Dirk put me through one of the hardest work I ever endured at Westside Tennis Club. Dirk Minifield, man, done forgot more basketball. This man right here done forgot more basketball than most people know. If y'all ever watch when me and him somewhere, I just sit and listen. I sit and listen. I sit and listen. I take notes. You got to realize, this man, we had sons play against each other. I don't think our sons ever played on the same team. But that didn't stop me and him from being dudes. This what, 10, 15 years later? 10 years later? He's still on this. Me and him still talking right now on the show. Did y'all hear that? Let me hear that. Summer basketball community, share this to your friends. Share this. Me and this man's sons were rivals. He went to Bel Air, the school my son hates. These two young men competed each other in the summer. They never played on the summer team. Never played on the summer team together either, did the Dirt. No. But you think I'm going to stop loving and respecting Lil D and his dad because of basketball? Y'all, I told y'all I'm not no regular person. I've been where y'all at. I was a daddy. That man's son played against my son, rivals. But y'all want to get mad at people, don't even speak to nobody no more. Y'all arguing and fussing at summer game. Me and Dirk just laugh and say, hey, man, let's get these kids away from these kids. Let's get these kids in the gym. Hold on. Dirk, some nuggets coming out of him. Hey, man, they go battling with each other. Get what Dirk said. Man, let's meet up and let's get these kids in the gym. Hold up. I'm gonna go over here and over here with John Lucas, and I'm gonna work my son out. Your son can't come. No, he said, man, let's get these dudes in the lab. Them was the young dudes in the lab. Oh, y'all benefiting from the test. We were the test, I ain't gonna say test dummy. We were in the Petri dish. We were the test kids. Dirk, tell them. Two middle school kids, two high school kids in there with all them pros. And that morphed into y'all. Now y'all can bring y'all sons early in the morning to the lab. It was a lab before the lab. Bilal Badley and all those guys in there. But now we don't even want to speak to each other. We want to talk negative about people. We want to talk. I know it's quiet. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that. Cause y'all ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that. Yes, both of them used to go at it at the League of America. Marcus Carroll, I'm sorry, he was there too. Y'all think I'm playing? It's no coincidence that those two guys are going off to be great in college and great in their business endeavors now. Who else doing that? We set the example for them. That's why I say, y'all, this summer basketball wasn't always. Now, it was some damn fools in there, but me and Dirk, me and him wanted to be examples. He said we needed each other so our sons can become men. When people say, man, him and Robert going at it, I said, that's my nephew. They supposed to go at it like that. Instead of, man, he can't play. He ain't this. He ain't this. Y'all ain't been to no Bel Air in West Side game until you saw them play against each other. But now we want to, because your son is ranked, you want to have your nose stuck up in the air. Why? 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 Ladies and gentlemen, in the Summer League, when I watch these games, I don't care who shoots the heck out of the ball, who missing shots. For me, well, I ain't got too high, too low on nothing. I'm looking for intangibles. What I love about Dirk Minifield, me and him can sit in a game one time, and this kid wasn't on nobody's draft board. We sitting there and kept looking at each other when this one player kept making plays. We kept looking at each other and just saying, wow, wow. And both of us said to a man, I never forget it, he said, man, if I had a team, NBA team, he gonna be on it. I don't care if it's the last player on the bench, he gonna be on it. That young kid we was watching that day was Jamal Shead. It was years ago. Y'all weren't talking about him then. He didn't deliver no clutch shots or nothing like that. We sit there and watch the game. Dirk, I never forget where we were sitting. But when I was watching the Summer League, Dirk, I'm looking at things that would carry over to the regular season. Right? There's some stuff these kids doing now ain't gonna carry over because they ain't gonna get that many shots. Right? That's how I'm just giving you another way to look at the Summer League. No one, when they played during the regular season, will have the freedom that they have now. Nobody, not even Cooper Flagg. He ain't gonna have no freedom because he got what? Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving. You won't have the same freedom. See, I pay attention to the little things. I want to look at your skill, your intangibles, your potential. You have to get, see, a lot of people don't understand what Bronny had to do. You got to get the NBA piece first. We got a guy on the show right now. If he can come in at any time. I'm talking to an NBA player. It's an NBA player on this feed right now, former NBA. He one of 4,000 ever to be in the world. That man is one of them. Dirk, you have to get the NBA piece down first before you can play in the game. You got to work on the NBA. It's a different animal. Some guys are just noticeably more different than others because of their skill. But a partner of mine, I couldn't make it because my birthday and I had to be some other places. I couldn't make it. So I had two guys out there meeting. we had a business meeting. I okayed the meeting. I didn't okay. All these guys got to get together and work out the particulars. So what I told them, I got them, told them, I made sure they got rooms at the Wynn. Hard to get a room at the Wynn. Don't even try during this time. But I wanted them to see this, right? Y'all watch this now. It's some real stuff. I told them, I want you to go sit down and have your meetings at the Tower Suites lobby bar at the Wynn. At the Wynn, right? Wynn Hotel. Ever been to Vegas? You should know in that VIP area right there. That is where all the players stay, all the owners, all the GMs. If you think the Wynn is bougie, go over to the rest of the hotel, go over by the Tower Suites in the hotel. The security is a little bit tighter over there. I heard you could tell. See, I didn't know. I didn't know he was a pro. Listen to me, Barry. I don't know what happened in the second grade. I ain't say he was a dog. Me and Dirk said he's an NBA player. It's a big difference. I know a lot of dogs in the seventh grade ain't an NBA player. So Barry, being a dog and the NBA player is two different things, y'all. Let me help old Barry out over there. He talking about, I heard you could tell Jamal. You can be a dog. A dog, we wasn't calling him a dog. We were saying he was an NBA player. I'd have him on our roster. That's a big difference, Barry. A whole lot of dogs. There's a lot of dogs working at the Home Depot. But let me keep going. Let me keep going. Thank you, Mr. Point. I was just trying to clear the point for you. But check this out. There's an elevator that you go to the suites, right? Okay. Can't come there. They're going to ask you for your key, all that. The reason I want them to get a room because I want them dudes to have a key to be able to experience all it. It's a bar down there where it's heavy foot traffic of NBA stars. Y'all watch something. Y'all follow me here. Throughout the entire summer league. So my friends, they were sitting there and you know, they was in there in the meeting, they was talking in the meeting. And then they felt something. It's a seismic shift. It's just a whole lot of people. He said he also noticed this in the summer league when he walked in the building. He said they were wondering what was the crescendo. It got louder. Everybody was standing. LeBron walked in there into the arena with his wife and his daughter. This at the game before they went to the hotel. He said you can always tell when LeBron is in the casino. He said so they were sitting there facing the foot traffic, and that's when they called me. They said, Robert, you don't believe this. They said, man, thank you for setting this up right here at this bar. Because all the beautiful women, everything come by this place. He said, because you sit right here and you can just people watch for hours as they walk by in that spot. I made sure they got the right spot. This Saturday night in Vegas now, people all dressed up because they going to the clubs and all that kind of stuff. And then this a mass of people formed. He said, first it was the security guards came out. They FaceTiming me, right? Because y'all, I set them up. I knew this was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen like this. But I knew they was going to be in the right spot. So what happened, he said, the paparazzi who came by, the people with the cameras out, he said, and I told him it was, with all that commotion, I said, it's one or two people that's coming around that corner. Michael Jordan is over in Greece with his summit over in Greece with all his players over in Greece. Jason Tatum couldn't come, I guess, because he hurt. shouldn't be getting on no flight with that. No, that long. Michael Jordan hadn't here, so the other one had to be LeBron. So they said first you get the paparazzi, and then they said the security guards, and then the police, and then when you see this bucket hat of LeBron turn the corner, and in his wake had to be thousands of people. Y'all know how small the casino ain't that wide. He said it was a whole lot of commotion, making noise, trying to take selfies, to put them on the internet. They said it was. He said, and this is what he told me, Robert. Thank you. He said, the aura that he has. He said the aura that he has. I got you, Jim. To this day is special. See, these guys ain't never seen nothing like that. He said Paul George just walked by 10 minutes ago. Nobody messed with him. Andre, oh my man, oh my God. Hold up. I got another person that know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Andre Cornwell is in the building, boy, one of my best friends in the world. Hey, Andre. So, Andre, you got to understand, man. I had him sitting right there, right? So then they said, Karl Anthony Towns came by. He said a few Knicks fans shouted at him. Michael Bridges walked by. They said, nobody was paying attention to him. A couple of Knicks fans got to him. And he said, Robert, nobody moves like LeBron James. He said, y'all got to remember they had me on FaceTime. He said, see, and Dirk, I thought about this, Andre. Andre talking about the Wynn Hotel. I thought about this, Andre. That is why the storyline about LeBron James and the Lakers will continue to be content for every talk show for the remainder of the summer. It's going to get exhausted. But so many people care about this man and his decisions and what he'll do. It's just different, y'all. I'm telling you, it's different. I've been around this league a long time. Dirk been around this league a long time. And Andre Cornwell was the best friend of one of the best players in the world, walking around with him. He never been like that. People push back on me about this all the time. It's just different. I feel, when people push back on me, I feel he's the most criticized, the most ridiculed athlete in the history of the sport. See, I'm gonna mess with the LeBron sexuals because we got guys, LeBron this, LeBron this, LeBron. I'm gonna mess with them. I love LeBron. But by a long shot, everything LeBron does is critiqued, criticized, broken down, debated, no matter what. Right now, it's something happening with LeBron right now, and I can just feel it. It's something happened. The way he walked in there, he shook all the Lakers' hands. His son's still playing for the Lakers. He shook it's something happening. I don't know what the hell's going on. I heard some rumors, but if Nico can pull this off, because all the Lakers got to do is buy LeBron out, stretch him for 3 years, at 50-something million, he'll take a pay cut. He'll take a little hit, and they stretch that money out for 3 years. And now he can go be a free agent and go anywhere he want to go. He got that possibility. I'm just telling y'all. So, no matter what, he can't say anything. He's different. He's the definition to me of a superstar. When we was on the show one day and we was talking about superstars, I'm going to bring you in a minute, Jimmy. There are very few guys, when they step into arena like they did the other night when LeBron came to see his son, that the crescendo of that I was referencing a minute ago. How many guys would you hear that about? This is a summer league game. Everybody walked standing when he came. Hold up, let me find something for y'all. Let me find something. I got it for you. I just had this just for y'all. I saw this. Watch this. How the hell can you live like that? You sitting down with your daughter and your wife. Look at all these damn folks. You're trying to watch the game. Look at all the people standing up. That man said, Michael Jordan, him. It's one more. It's one more. I'm going to tell you this. I'm glad you said it. Andre, it's one more. It's one more in this group. Why did LeBron sign his player option? Shit, because he knew he wasn't going to get $53 million from nobody else. Because they done looked around and ain't nobody got that money to give him. And he wasn't, only person got the money to give him was the Brooklyn Nets. And he wasn't going there. That's why, David. But look at this. Can you live like this? LeBron, man, I love you even more today. You ain't even in the game. You just came and sit down with your baby and your wife, and look what happened. But let me get back to that. How many guys in the league would you hear that for? Ladies and gentlemen, I've been there, and you just forgot about it, Andre. Stephen Curry can't go no damn well. I done seen it overseas. I done seen it here. Hold up. I had something for you. Let me see. This at the American Central Golf Tournament the other day. The security around where he was playing during the American Century tournament, ladies, they had it was unbelievable. I've been there. It's unbelievable. So when y'all be having these superstar conversations, hold up, Jimmy, I got you. Let me see. So when y'all be having these superstar conversations, these are the things you got to take in consideration. Superstars are different. Being a superstar is different. Having the aura of a superstar. Y'all, I'll sit there and watch people just every step. And see, on a golf course, it ain't no limit of people can be out there. It is 40 to 50,000 people around one hole and then run into the next hole so they can get a better. He said, and to think he won it. And he won it. Oh, yes. And he won it. Yeah, he won that tournament. He was fifth this year. He won it the other year. But Jimmy, there are many guys that move in and out of summer league all the time, Jimmy. I done been there. They moving out. They in and there, out there for a couple of days. They back in for a couple of days. But ain't but a few guys warrant this type of attention. That's going to be Steph, LeBron, and partially KD a little. And of course, talent, y'all, and accomplishment weigh the most. Yes. But there is something about not being able to walk in the Allegro, one of my favorite little hangouts, restaurant, where LeBron wanted to eat. Y'all got to realize, which is probably 45-second walk from the VIP entrance at the Tower Suites to that restaurant. 45 seconds to the restaurant. And thousands of people tried to infiltrate the force field of security that was escorting him into the restaurant. It made me think when I got off the phone with my guys, because Jimmy, I had situated my guys where to be. I didn't know this was going to happen. I wanted them to be able to see all the, the hot stuff, hot spots. But when I got off the phone talking to them, because they put me on FaceTime, I understood that maybe if I was a kid or a fan, I would do the same thing. I don't blame them people for getting excited and making a commotion. But I do wonder. LeBron is so used to this, man. Dirk, I see how he handles it. He's so used to this 20 plus years of being not being able to get out of the car and walk 45 seconds with 1,000 people on you? I was just thinking about it, Jimmy. He may feel like a prisoner in his own body, but I also feel like he has a complexion of it being normal to him. And when he's not, and I'm thinking about this, the reason I'm thinking about this, when he's not being treated by the Lakers like that anymore, like he no longer that guy. We have Luka here now. We prioritizing the future for somebody other than LeBron. That's why we didn't give up our next picks for the next year. This is something, Gert, you deal with these players. This is something that's very unfamiliar to him. The tension is still there because nobody gets 2,000 people in the Thomas Mack Arena to stand up and pull out their phones but him. Unless you're one of the two basketball players, one of 2 or 3 basketball players on the planet. So why is someone that moves like that is no longer the center of attention within his own franchise? Is this his version of Last Dance? There's a shift that happens, man. I mean, it's crazy, Jimmy. The reason I had to tell that story because my partners were meeting at the Win. I made sure this way they got at the Win. I told them this way I got to make sure they got hotels at the Win, and I wanted them to see the stuff. I didn't know they was gonna see this, and it just made me think about it. They just said, Robert, it's unbelievable. See, I've seen Michael Dirk been there. I've seen the way people. I used to tell people, Michael used to tilt the room. When he walk in, everybody goes, the men, the women, everybody go with Michael. But LeBron, man, I got a whole new respect for you. My partners, they saying, Hatter, I know you've been around this stuff for this long, and it didn't mean nothing to you. He said, but it meant the world to me, and for you to put me in that position. So, hey, it is what it is. But Jimmy, what's going on, man? What you got for me?
Man, been working. Hey, once again, you guys. I mean, thanks for everybody in the response from yesterday's conversation in regards to grassroots. Try to help those who seek and want help regarding this stuff. And I think Archie made a little clip from the Chop Shop and put it out there on social media, and a few people got a chance to see that and see how we can assist. What we're going to ask you to do now, if you haven't done so, is share the show, right? If you share the show, that way somebody can get a chance to get involved into this conversation. I'm sharing it right now as we speak. And here we go. I'm sharing this thing on my page for everybody, and I'm also sharing it to my story. That's what I did on the Facebook feed. I shared it to Twitter from the YouTube page. So we get you guys duplicate that. That way now we can proceed. Yesterday we talked about blue chips and their success in the Under Armour. I guess today we'll talk about JL3 and their success at Peach Jam. First time in program history that the 15s, 16s, and 17s all qualified for Peach Jam. Despite the fact that there's only 2 players on the roster that attended Greater Houston high schools this past season. And that's it still got it done. And that's a whole nother topic we get into as to, why so many teams are going so deep and beyond their normal jurisdiction to go and get players. So that's another topic. But the thing is, Elijah Williams, Aziz Olajuwon, they carried most of the load for the JL3 team. Elijah Williams is the son of Monty Williams. He's the former NBA head coach, Monty Williams, and he's based in San Antonio. He's a rising senior. And of course, Aziz Olajuwon is the son of Hakeem Olajuwon, from the Hall of Famer and one of the most beloved athletes, professional athletes to ever grace a uniform in Houston. Both of those guys' momentum is going. However, Elijah Williams, the 17s went 2-2 out of a JL3, but all he needed was 2 wins to qualify for Peach Jam. They knew that. They won the first one, lost the second one, won the third one, and then on the fourth one, Olajuwon took that game off just to rest. Didn't need him to play that game. However, they did play Elijah Williams, and he got injured in that game with a leg injury. He's doubtful to start off with Peach Jam, where every game counts. So this is going to be at the same time JL3 starts. They open pool play this afternoon. Shortly, within about an hour or so, they're going to start pool play. So 6 teams in each pool, the way Peach Jam works. 24 teams qualify. 4 pools of 6 teams, and they will take the top 2 teams, the top 2 seeds from each pool, advance into the bracket. That's how Peach Jam works. It's grueling. However, they stretched it out now. You basically only play a game a day for the most part. And I'm not sure if they stretched it and they condensed it for the pool. These games, let me see, today is Tuesday. You're playing 5 pool games. So that means one of those days is going to have to be 2 pool games. They probably going to go 2, 2, and 1 or something like that. And then going to the weekend, they're going to Peach Jam. That will be a live period when they get to that bracket play. The people that don't qualify for Peach Jam, they will play at what is called a pit. It's another tournament that takes place at the convention center, not necessarily or primarily at the headquarters where the Peach Jam, we guys see the videos at, where there are 4 courts. Well, I think now they got 6 courts. They've did the construction at Peach Jam. So that's how it goes. And a lot of you guys may not know what the thing about, speaking of Nike. EYBL has over the off season or early, last year, after last summer, EYBL has been upgraded into a brand with Nike. EYBL used to be under Grassroots, and that was it. EYBL is now its own brand of Nike, just like Jordan is a brand, LeBron is a brand, KD is a brand. EYBL is a brand, but it's different from those other brands because all those other brands, Kobe is a brand, all of those other brands want a piece of EYBL. They can't cross market with each other. They can cross market with EYBL. EYBL is it, and one of the reasons that it became branded, because if you ever never been there, you can probably Google. I'm quite sure they got clips on TikTok or something that the product sales from EYBL they can't keep this stuff on the shelves. Every event, every EYBL. How were they selling product back when? Was it EYBL back then when your son? Is it EYBL then? Mm-hmm. It was EYBL then. Okay, they started doing it.
They weren't selling product then.
They wasn't selling product then.
No,
it was exclusive to the players.
Yeah, you have to be on. You have to be in the EYBL to get them tennis shoes and get
back then.
Yeah, back then. Yeah.
And once they started selling this stuff, it was just one of those things at first. Guys, people stand in line for 2-3 hours. Matter of fact, here's what they do. They give you armbands, Howard. They start going armbands now, and it will let you know, don't even waste your time if you ain't get one of these armbands. You won't even waste your time. You can stand in line and talk to somebody else, but they will not guarantee that anything will be left if you don't get an armband past a certain number. This is what they do, EYBL. And it's once again, it's branded now. So that means to this year, there was over 175 employees from Nike has flown down to Peach Jam either between last week and this weekend in order to be their representatives of the different brands, not necessarily employees of Nike. I'm sorry, but including the administrators from each one of the brands under Nike are in Augusta or have been during the 2 weeks of Peach Jam. A record number. There's never been that many people from Nike at Peach Jam.
Well, why were they there? What's the reason for them being there?
Because many of them want to come and see what this Peach Jam is about. Because let's say, like I mentioned about branding, let's say if
they want to see how they can cross-reference with,
because there's already
cross-reference with
they're in line. Exactly, they all want to. Remember, Jordan Brand has already did some work with EYBL, but that was before it was a puppet in. But they've had events where Jordan Brand and Chris Paul them have done some stuff with during EYBL and or Peach Jams. Well, that's the thing. Now the stakes are high. It comes that's they all want to get there to see this thing. So this is an audition, and from what I'm understanding, Peach Jam, as we know it, there are going to be some changes next year. There's likely to be some changes next year. What it can range, I've heard different rumors from A to J. And this includes the possibility of it being uprooted and putting it in Las Vegas.
I heard that.
Shaquille O'Neal is building a facility in Vegas as we speak. It's supposed to be a multi-court facility. The convention center is already being occupied with the girls, EYBL. So what would they do? Would they make the girls EYBL go down
Just do them at different times?
The live period what dictates it.
But the women live period is different from the men's.
It's all right now. The women are in Vegas right now.
But is it live?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
So I don't know the date.
NCAA I thought they were different dates.
NCAA used to be the big bad wolf. You'd be like, well, we'll see what they're going to do with the dates. NCAA's dates going to follow whatever these sneaker companies going to do. They ain't running from that. They don't want that fight. These are the people that outfit and pay your schools and your coaches. NIL type deals for decades. They've been doing it. So I would, at best, the NCAA is compromised. Yeah, it's totally compromised. They don't want that. They don't want that smoke.
So he said that there is some overlap. So that means it's possible. It's possible. It's some overlap. It's possible to do something about that overlap.
What are the exact
what are
dates?
the overlap? I mean, they're gonna fix that, man. That's a
no. I'm saying, what are the dates? What are the dates for the girls, actual girls, Trey, this year? Because the boys took 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks for boys. So that means the overlap is where?
Yeah.
The boys
have to figure that out.
2 weeks. Now, Vegas is a cheaper ticket. than South Carolina. South Carolina, the only way you're getting one way into South Carolina, in Augusta, Georgia, is if you're on a PJ or if you just fortunate. There's just so many limited flights coming into that small airport daily. That's what I mean. Otherwise, you got to fly into South Carolina or Atlanta. Then that means you got to that's more gas on the vans. That's just more time consuming. That's, it's just a whole lot of things. Vegas is easy. That's one of the things that's possible. Plus, that means the staff and the administration that's dealing with summer league.
They're already out there.
They're already there. That means your NBA guys, your saturation of guys with namesakes on their teams, like
they already there.
KD, they already there. That means the likelihood for them to fulfill their obligations, don't get it twisted. They have obligations to make appearances at certain events throughout their year. That's in their contract. If you had a sneaker deal, you have to appear at maybe 3 different events or 3 different, whatever's that's dealing with like community services. So this means you get to do that. It's a win-win if that's the case. Now,
if it's a win-win, they probably ain't gonna do it because it sounds too good.
Well, it's closer. Well, here's the thing: all them damn people that's flying from Eugene, from Oregon, from Portland, they get to realize how long that flight is, how far that flight is. They're gonna say they're gonna be all voting to just go to Vegas.
But Jimmy, the people who voting ain't gonna have them. Ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Lynn Merritt ain't got to worry about that kind of stuff. People in his position, they ain't got to worry about that.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's all likelihood you're not now. You don't get a Lynn Merritt.
No, but I'm just talking about people who were in his position.
Okay, here we go. Trey said July the 11th through the 14th, then the 18th through the 21st. That's not overlapping this year. That's the same window. You just got some days off. Trey, that boys was July the 11th all the way to July the 20th. That's when the boys. So that's not over. That's encompassed in the same window. And
I think that's easy. That's why I ain't want to. That's easy. They're gonna get around that.
No, but you gotta have real
Vegas
estate.
Big enough to have everybody out there.
No, but yes, hotel wise. We're talking about the venue, Heather. They don't have the multitudes of multi-court facilities. A convention center, that's where one of them can be at. Now,
Vegas got one multi-court facility. I've been in 2 of them out there.
The Talk is only 4 courts.
Jimmy, they got one. Jimmy, they got one out there where I went to the Battle of the Border. They had about 4 or 5 courts on it.
I know Talk is 4 courts. To my under one roof. Now you got some schools, that you can patch up. But what else? I'm just curious. That's a good question. Which I doubt it, but if our guy from over there in Phoenix is down in Vegas right now, Chad is watching. Chad frequents Vegas all the time, but I don't know another facility that has more than 4 courts in Vegas right now. That is.
Well, guess what? They gonna get paid. They're gonna pay to figure it out. Somebody gonna figure that out. If they want to do it, they can do it. Oh,
they have 3 other lives going on. Yes, but they're not at multi-court facilities. We're not talking about the event. We know Vegas can do it can host it. Hell, they hosted. Vegas
so why
hosted
you have to have multi-court event? Why?
You have multi-court facilities because it does due diligence in regards to your main team for venues for the college coaches. That means now you want those guys to be at that's your main location. So that's why you see when EYBL do their circuits, their session 1, session 2, session 3. If you ain't got 6 courts at least, they're not even touching you. They're not even touching it at all for the boys. That is. So that's a good thing in regarding that. They have a 3-court facility on the North East. That ain't gonna move the needle right there, man. They got, remember, Adidas at one time Vegas had Adidas Big Time. They had Hal Pastner's main event, and they had 1 or 2 independent events going on at the same time. Remember, Adidas, during those days, you only had Adidas, then it turned into Reebok. That became a third occupant in Vegas. Everybody went to Vegas, just as everybody went to Orlando before then. And Vegas cut into the July dominance that Orlando held for many years. So that's kind of like, but that's what you can't. It depends on how many courts Shaq and his group has. That's the thing. That's the leading force on this thing. Because now
but Shaq is an executive at Reebok. What did he say? Well, y'all can't use our stuff. We're gonna do Reebok out here. He is an executive at Reebok.
Okay, this ain't a Reebok facility. He occupied different hats. That's Shaq. It's him and his group. Him and a group that's on that thing. So guess what? They'll figure. You just say they'll figure it out. Didn't you just say they'll figure it out?
Yeah,
that's the only
but it's hard when you're talking about this for dudes who already got that.
They're in the business of renting that thing out.
But not if Reebok having a live event out there. But just so happened Reebok don't have a live event.
Reebok don't have a circuit.
Okay.
So that means you got to be open when you're building this.
What if they have one next year? No, I'm just messing with you.
Oh, man, stop. Man, stop. No.
They need to get it out of that country at hick ass town down there. I totally agree. I ain't never liked going to the Peace Jam.
Mr. Willis, you mentioned about the Under Armour being in Vegas. What I'm saying to you, let me reiterate. The girls are there. We was talking about there isn't enough space for the girls and the boys to be occupied at. Just listen to what we're saying. God dog. It ain't enough space reality right now. The boys they're their
the
own
girls
brand.
Eventually got big now though. That's the problem.
Got big, but they don't have. But the girls, unless the girls is up under the boys' umbrella now since EYBL, because girls is called EYBL. Girls might be up under that brand. I would assume it is.
Hey, hold up, Andre Branch. This ain't a dent, man. There ain't nobody.
Hey, man, y'all down at the
damn Golden Nuggets some damn where, man. Come on, man. They put y'all downtown. They put them downtown, man. Come on, man.
Y'all down there where Dan Chandler used to be driving.
Hey, you doing right. Aaron Wilford, you did right. No, it ain't your bad, man. You said what you wanted to say. Say it with your chest, Mr. Wilf. He said y'all used to.
Hey, you said and you just, guess what? And I just gave you the understanding to it.
That man said the Retired Players Convention gonna be out there. I'm done. I'm finna go. I'm finna get off the show now. He done messed my whole day off with that one.
but this thing, to stay tuned on this. This means this was the second Peace Jam is. I don't know. I'm gonna ask somebody. I'm willing to. This ain't no clear-cut race. I'm willing to bet that Peace Jam is a bigger economic boom than the Masters. I'm talking about now. Let me tell you why. The Masters.
You know nothing about the Masters. Just say that.
No. I'm talking about for Augusta, Georgia. Here's why. The Masters is how long? 4 days.
A week. People start getting there. People start getting there on Sunday. On the Sunday before.
Competition is 4 days, so it's a week. Peace Jam is 2 weeks. The hotel occupancies are double. They're using it. They ain't no. That's not a plethora of five-star hotels in
Jimmy, I've
Augusta,
been to both.
Georgia, guys.
I'm gonna help you out. I've been to both.
But you ain't been to both. They moved that thing in 2 weeks. How they just
No,
flipped
no,
that
no, no,
thing
no.
in
I
2
just
weeks.
said I've been to
They
both.
stretched that thing out.
I've been to both. You can't move during the Masters. Nowhere. You can't move. Nowhere. During those 2 weeks, you can move around. The Masters, you can't move. It brings stuff, Jimmy, like parking to the people in them little bit of houses right there by the mouth. It brings income to them. It just ain't, you can't. It's different, man. It's just different. You have to go to both of them, and I ain't trying to count nobody's money, but the Masters don't do this but one time a year. The Masters make so much money that they don't even want your television commercials. We want it commercial free.
Yeah.
That's how much. If they want, they leave so much money on the table. I say they must be getting it somewhere else, but it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
What? I just looked up. A Masters estimates annually, because it's more than just that. It's the bill up, and people come through there also just to come and take pictures by the golf course while they're visiting nearby. There's at least probably a dozen people that's gonna do it on a weekly basis. Ain't nobody going and flying in Atlanta, driving to Augusta to take pictures in front of the Peace Jam headquarters on a regular, just on that trip. $120 million annually is what the Masters reported.
Unbelievable.
And this is and you start thinking about it.
It's
There
unbelievable.
are there's many of the mansions that would be occupied for rental
Yeah.
that the EYBL teams just
No.
won't even think can
No.
afford. That's just one. And so that means the different types of foods. That's why most of the teams are going to
Guess who else make money?
Chick-fil-A.
Their private airports.
Yeah,
Like they
that's
stacking them and racking them when they pass. I got a video somewhere. Jimmy, they stacking them and racking them like that.
yeah that's that go.
Oh, it's
That's a
crazy.
different. I was thinking the Apple on the low
But that's
end.
the economy. Don't Jimmy, you
I'm
got to
thinking
pay
about the
when you go in
restaurant.
there.
I'm thinking about the restaurant, the regular folk restaurants, but those is as anybody, the top 5% of that wealth and what they spending is going to usurp probably 10 AAU teams while they're there. So
It ain't no comparison, man. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
But
It's good.
but
I
the,
was just
but the people component, the people in the traffic and all of that, and regarding it's felt. It's felt in Augusta, but it ain't no comparison economically with the money. Now the bodies in this place, put it like this. The Peace Jam is the number one driver of black folk in Augusta for any tourism event. Ain't no more black folk gonna be in town than the Peace Jam. So I go and I revise my thing and put it like that. That's what I was trying to get to from the get-go. It's more Negroes in Augusta, even though they got a bunch that
but
live there.
Negroes ain't benefiting from it though. Just cause they're there. See,
Well,
how we gonna celebrate? They don't own none of that stuff down there.
Well, that's the whole thing. You're not talking about two different
Well,
comparing to
you
them.
talk about
If
what?
you got
No, but you trying
yes,
to. So
Tyler,
you celebrating the fact that a lot of black people come in and spend a lot of money.
but if you got a black owned business in Augusta, like every year there's one soul food shop that we always would go to down in Augusta. So that means that, and they always had people in there that were there frequenting. Now it would take for those people to get with the Visitors Bureau to get word of mouth out there. That word of mouth works better than anything because Visitors Bureau going to try to make people go where they want them to go, or who's the good soldiers to them because they deem some parts of town unsafe. So they're not going to put it and steer just regular unknown visitors to your different small businesses. But I mean, there's somebody down there that's gonna benefit that has a barber shop, even though because everybody they cut hair for the staff and the players have their own barber that Nike pays for. But then there's parents there, the dads or something that might want to. There's people that's going to benefit or have the opportunity to benefit. That's up to them to be able to go and make themselves become more visible, or to market themselves on social media. Let them know, hey, we here. Come on, see us. And I'm quite sure there's plenty of those down there because Augusta is a military hub. So if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the things. Well, a lot of blacks. I had a sister that lived there for a number of years, and she moved away about 6 years ago from down in Augusta. So it's interesting, intriguing, but that's good convo. That's who say take the James Brown tour.
I take the James.
You
But
ain't
that
gonna do it
mean,
but
man?
one time.
That's right. He from Augusta, Georgia. Man, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's a weary little old town, man. It's weary. It be so much alive. It's live at the Masters because it's in the daytime. Because I just don't go nowhere at night. But Augusta just riding through, coming from just riding through them, the little how you had to go through that little neighborhood. I just never trusted. I just never trusted Augusta. I don't know why. I just didn't. I said, man, I ain't never going by myself no more because I was by myself a lot. I said, man, y'all got to be with me when I'm traveling these Augusta. But what else got, man? You got 3 minutes. What else happening out here?
Oh shoot. Other thing that let me see. What else did I miss on? Somebody. I'm trying to think. Give a shout out. I gave a shout out to JL3. Give a shout out to Texas Takeover. I'll talk more about them on tomorrow and on the website and the VIP news. I did a detailed write up about JL3 in the VIP news today from their success down in Peace Jam. Now it goes in regard to, I mentioned to you, Elijah Williams suffered a leg injury the other day, and he's doubtful for uh, for a Peace Jam, or at least for a couple of games.
And he played for
We'll see
who?
how that goes. He's the lead. He was the leading scorer for JL3. So shout
Which
out
team?
in regard
Which team? 17?
JL3. That's Money Williams' son.
Oh, Elijah. Okay, Money's son. Okay. All right.
And also then we got trying to think. I got so much other news in regarding the transfers and whatnot, but it appears that according to notes, we have a couple of transfers. Christian Gibson is in all likelihood appears to be headed to North Shore High School. He's one of the leading scorers for the EYBL, and he played at Maid Creek High School last year. All signs are pointing towards him at North Shore. That's in the same district with Atascocita, Summer Creek, C.E. King, and whatnot, and among others. Got other transfer news. I think Landon Veal is going from Good Vision to Houston Christian High School. He's a young man that was in Cypress ISD, I think a year ago, went to Good Vision. I think he reclassed. So I don't know how they're going to treat that at Houston Christian because they're not known or haven't been known for honoring reclasses at their school. We got more transfer. I think we one we missed earlier. I think Skip to Malou picked up a head job at one of the local high schools about a month ago. Shout out to him. Ray for Austin. I want to say is Lutheran South. That sounds like it. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm mistaken, you guys can correct me in regard to Skip to Malou. It's Ray for Austin, the head coach. Or accepted. I don't know if it's still on the table. He accepted that job at Lutheran South. And from what we understand, the son, Reese Austin, will not, well, as it stood a month ago, if that was true, he's not following the dad to that school. My take was this: if he's not following the dad to that school, then Ray for Austin must going to schedule all his games on days where Second Baptist High School ain't playing, because he loves watching his son play, and it's almost like therapeutic. And why would he not want to watch his son play? Because you want to be there to keep some of the wolves off, because stuff goes on in those gyms that people that aren't paying attention to could definitely be clueless about. And when it go into recruiting and poaching and people trying to or reprogram your kid right in front of your face sometimes. So that's it in regard to that. And Kevin Frakes said he broke the news last month about Gibson didn't believe it.
It wasn't no news. We just couldn't talk. You didn't break no news.
Kevin Freeman, you broke the news about the daddy, Coach Freeman, not about the kid. It's because the dad taking the coaching job there or teaching job. They're trying to figure a way to get that, to make that work. And they have to let some of the.
But give him, let him have it. Okay, Kevin Freeman, you broke the news. Thank you. I'm gonna start letting everybody who think they done broke some news. Y'all done broke it. Y'all done broke it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. And so that's the thing. And so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And we got I mean, there's other transfer we talking about.
I don't even know who Landon Bill is. That man says
he's
schools.
Talented. He's talented. He's on that JL3 16 and under team.
But 4 schools in 3 years?
Is it 4? I know Good Vision. I know the Cypress School. And I know now. Oh, yeah, it is. EG. Y'all mentioned somebody just put he went to EG20 prep school.
How tall is he, man?
About 6'5", 6'7".
Okay.
Oh, he's a prospect. He's a prospect. If that, understand something else. Once you reclass, that's the thing. Are they going to treat the Houston Christian with the class of 2027? Or are they going to break? Once you break your tradition, it's on and popping. Then people, that's the thing. Time will tell and see how that go in regards to Houston Christian and Landon. Talented young man. He's on the grassroots team with Isaiah Santos. And on that 16 under Houston Hoop team, JL3 team, they've been getting it done. They've been getting it done. So shout out to them. Good luck to all these teams as they play. And safe travels to those.
So the live period ain't till the weekend, right?
Thursday.
Okay. The coaches can. So right now they just getting ready. They're just getting ready. Okay.
Yeah. So most teams will travel on Wednesday and start playing Thursday.
Okay. I tell them safe travels tomorrow. Y'all safe packing tonight. So pack the night. If you're gonna leave, what's the day? Tuesday. If you're gonna leave tomorrow, pack the night. Don't be trying to wake up early in the morning and pack. And you always leave something then. Talk to the youngsters out there traveling.
Yeah, that's the always. Pack an extension cord. Most of you guys, that's the key. Pack an extension cord.
Jimmy's new hotels got all that stuff in there. They got the plugs to go in and then that.
Yeah, but when you talk about those kids that's 4 in the room, you know what I'm saying? You want your stuff near you. That way, extension cord, you can plug all your stuff in one thing. You ain't worry about racing.
They sleeping 4 in the room?
Some of them teams do, yeah, kids. Yeah, some of them do 4 in the room. Spring Hill Suites, you can do 4 in the room. Them little old, yeah. They playing the video game all night. One gonna fall asleep on the floor by default.
See you tomorrow. I'm out here.
The little stank head boy.
Franchise had 2 in the room. That's all I can tell y'all. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can say what y'all want. 4 big old stanky. I'll see y'all later, man.
Hey, they ain't doing feet to head. You better watch. If your kid,
man, I'm gone. I ain't finna let you talk about that. I'm gone. See y'all tomorrow. Bye. I'm gone.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.